So I do believe I just saw a tank die while two of them were yellow. It's a promising start. Hello. Welcome to another video where I play verses while ranting about music licensing, which is apparently a winning formula. So I have something very specific that I'd like to talk about today, and first I need to give you like a bit of background as to how monetization works on YouTube. Beyond.exe is interesting. So, how monetization on YouTube works, the basics of it is YouTubers post the videos, and then YouTube puts ads on the videos, and then people watch the videos and they see the advertisements, and then we get paid. We get the money from the advertiser, and YouTube takes 45% of the money, and the YouTubers get 55% of it. Oh, for shorts that's different, but I really don't care about shorts. It's not important. Fuck. Oh my god. Believe it or not, that's actually the second time I've almost gotten death charged there. Now, one of the things that they don't really want you to do as a YouTuber is using a bunch of copyrighted music. Calling it copyrighted music isn't exactly the most accurate way to describe it. The point is, most music that you could potentially use in a YouTube video, you're not really like technically allowed to, because if you do, then well, the money that you would get from the video is instead given to the rights holder of the music, which is generally the label, the record label that the artist went with, signed on to, you know what I mean. Okay, it's fine. It's okay if they leave a Molotov behind. Actually, it's not. Well, the tank's gonna be in water anyway, so, no. You've made the wrong choice. Like, really, really wrong choice. I told you. Now, you may wonder, what would happen if you used more than one song, more than one copyrighted song in a YouTube video? Well, from what I've been able to gather, what would happen is that the money, the 55% that you originally would get, would be split between the two rights holders. Oh, that's the tank. I told you. It's, wait, wasn't that the tank? What? If that wasn't the tank, then what was that? We're losing this game. Hey, wait, you were on the other team. No, I was on the other team. We can just say that I won this game then. Because this team is definitely not going to lose. I think I spoke too soon. How did we get that far that soon? What were these people doing when I was just like speaking, just like randomly? What were they doing? What I said about the money, that doesn't apply to all music, like ever. I mean, obviously that was terrible, but I'm still top. Yeah. This is a no. We're gonna win this. And one of the main categories of music that us YouTubers are able to use for free is video game music, because well, This guy isn't even like doing anything. You can almost always get away with using music from the video games because the devs know that nice. The devs know and understand that if they put that music in Content ID, people just aren't going to be uploading videos of their games as much, and the game won't get as much exposure, and like making money from the music isn't really a developer's main focus anyway. They're not really trying to win in advertising in the first place, you know. I am the tank now. Oh, there are 2 tanks. Cool. And, cool. What? Bad choice. That was, still kind of worked out for you, huh? Not anymore. Not anymore. So, in conclusion, most songs are not good to go for YouTube videos, but it's not as if we are desperate or anything for music. We have options. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He looks so sad. So this is where YouTube's newest feature comes in. It's this thing called Creator Music, and if you don't have access to it yet, that's because it's still in beta, and when YouTube is introducing new things, they like to do these very slow rollouts where they only give it to like a few people at a time and everybody just gets access just gradually. The point of Creator Music is to give YouTubers a bit more leeway in what they're able to use for music on YouTube. Basically what it does is give labels more options as to how they would like their music to be used on YouTube. One of the things that this lets us do is if you use a song, instead of losing all of the money that you would get, you only lose part of it because only part of it will go to the label. And how that's decided how much, basically it splits it half and half. So you get half of that 55% and the label gets half of that 55%. Wow. It's over. It's not over. There ain't no way. That's my problem with it, really. Like, the split percentage is just not reasonable. Like, I would be willing to go, like, up to 10%, maybe 7%, something like that, per song. Like, losing half of my potential revenue for using one song is just completely ridiculous. It's just asinine. It's just completely delusional that anybody would think that a YouTuber would go for that deal. In addition to just sharing the revenue, we can also, you know, just pay a certain amount up front, and that's just basically it. And to be perfectly clear, you're only given one of the options or the other, no picking and choosing. And so far, I'm a fan of that a bit more, because like imagine the equivalent of that with revenue sharing. Like, imagine I have a video that makes $600. I'm just not going to give up $300 in order to use one particular song. That's just never going to happen. That's completely unrealistic and just duh. And most of the prices for licensing are not anywhere close to $300, except for some of them, which are like straight up $10,000. No exaggeration. Thing is that some of the prices are supposedly based on your channel's reach, but it's not clear how it determines what your channel's reach is. Like, is that just based off of how many subscribers I have, or what? I tried to find information because YouTube does give help pages about this stuff, but they don't go into any detail about what a channel's reach is considered to be. Go up the ladder. You have to go up the ladder, or else you will be crucified. Thank you. Nice. Nice. So let's say that you have found a song that is not going to make you lose half of your revenue, and it does not cost literally 10,000 fucking dollars to use. What next? Well, then you have to deal with the fact that some licenses are capable of expiring. Like, they will only let you use it in that video for, like, say, 2 years or something like that. Do I really need to say how dumb that is? Like, do I really have to go into detail? Okay, fine, I will. Us YouTubers, most of us prefer to make what we call evergreen content, which is content that will not become, like, irrelevant at some point in the future. Like, me playing a video game, that's never going to just, like, stop being interesting or something. It's not like the news where, you know, it's a daily thing. It's not totally bad because theoretically you would just be able to buy the license again after so many years or whatever. But you see, that's where another aspect of this comes into play, which is that the label can just stop offering the license to you, to YouTubers, at any time. You might buy a 2-year license, but will that license still be purchasable 2 years later? You don't actually know. And actually that also applies to revenue sharing as well. If the label just stops and it says, we don't like revenue sharing anymore, we don't like that, then you're just screwed. Like, you're just not making any more money off of that video, ever. Unless you edit the song out, which is not really a good idea, because videos that you re-upload just don't tend to get as many views the second time you upload them. Oh fuck. How am I not hit? Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Nice. Rage quit. No matter what you do, you still have to trust that the label is not just going to be like, we don't want to do this anymore. We don't like creator music. So just screw everybody who tried to work something out with us. Because they can just do that. Us YouTubers don't really have any bargaining power in this system. Unless there's some kind of wacko plot to take all video game music off of YouTube, I really don't understand why the music industry would think that we would take these terrible offers. God. Wait, that's a witch! No. It looked like a common, okay? Pretty much how it is right now is that the labels don't have bargaining power, so this little, like, attempt to make their own system where they can act like they do have all the bargaining power is stupid. And it's kind of pathetic. And just to make it perfectly clear, you're not allowed to use creator music if you're just going to make a video that's just like the music plus a still image. They actually made it very clear that you are not allowed to do that. So in this context, YouTubers using music would be for, like, real videos. Like, imagine Summoning Salt having Juno Reactor playing. Because that's the kind of thing that I'm thinking about, at least. This is so scuffed. Oh my god, no. Oh my god, no. Owned. Nice hack. Oh boy. Well, anyway, let's say that you have found a song that is good within all of these requirements. It's not $10,000, and it's not going to cost you half of your income. Next thing you have to deal with is some of the songs are only usable for 30 seconds. If you use more than 30 seconds of the song, then it goes back to regular not being allowedness rules and all that. Nice charge, by the way. There's a tank that's going to be coming soon, and we are not prepared for that. We should become prepared. Oh no. Oh no. No! Being limited to 30 seconds is just... it's just shit. Because 30 seconds is usually not even an entire chorus of a song. So it's like, just... who is this even intended for? Like, why? And I forgot to mention something. They actually do have a term for this whole changing your mind thing in the crypto scene. They have a word for that. It's called rug pulling. Because there are so many scams in the crypto community that they took the expression of having the rug pulled from under you and they just turned it into a single word. So you may wonder if we're going to be allowed to use the music. Oh, if I got that straight through the hole, that would have been so good. Since we're supposedly going to be allowed to use this music, you might wonder how we're supposed to put it in our videos. Well, they do give you an option to download it from YouTube itself, but not always. For some songs, they just don't give you a download, which is completely ridiculous because, one, that's implying that we're supposed to get it from, like, piracy or something, which is, really interesting. And second, there's no technical reason that they couldn't give you a download link. Obviously they have a sound file on record, or else how would Content ID be able to recognize the song? The download URL, I noticed this, the downloads URLs, they contain your IP address, which is definitely something that I find interesting, have to wonder a lot about. Seems like, just doesn't seem like a very smart thing to do. I have improved it at Tank since my last time. You know what? I actually have improved. With this video game, like, to make sense. How did it... Alright. Yay! We won. They threw that. And, just a few more problems that I have with it so far. You can't search by like, label or artist, which would very obviously be helpful because that would often be the common denominator in whether or not you can or cannot use a particular song in a video, because that's usually something that's set at like an artist level or a label level. Alright, this is winnable. I just crashed. Yay. The searching just in general is not very good. Like, the mood labels are not that accurate. The genre labels are they're just like okay. They're okay. Sometimes the tempos are not accurate. Like, specifically with drum and bass songs. I notice that a lot. Like, they'll usually have their BPM half of what it should be. Okay, so the entire first round of that was just completely terrible, and I'm just not going to show it because that was just like, oh my god. In addition to all of that, the searches that you do in the Creator Music searching thing can be remembered by the main YouTube systems. Like, you search something in Creator Music and then you might get recommended something about it, which is just like, do you people even know what you use the data you collect for? Do you even know what data you collect? Do you even know what you do with it? Despite all of these really dumb issues that really show that whoever was in charge of this project really just didn't know what they were doing, I still am going to give Creator Music a try once. It's in the distant future though. It's going to be a good video if it ends up working out for me. If I ever make it even. Except I'm obviously not going to give up like half of my revenue or a third of my... Oh yeah, and if you use more than one revenue sharing song in a video, you only get a third. That 55% is split up into thirds between you and the two rights holders, and presumably that would go down even further into fourths and fifths and so on, the more songs that you use, presumably. And I'm not going to bother trying to cater to any of the insane requests that the label industry thinks that they can make of me. I'm not going to pay $10,000, I'm not going to lose half of my revenue, or 2/3 of it, or whatever else. Get him now. And you want to know how many songs that I have found so far for that video? 4. I've spent hours searching through, like, just fucking every single artist, every single song that I could think of. And so far, I've only found 4 usable songs. So, in conclusion, so far I am not liking Creator Music at all. Like, YouTube. If this is really the best that you guys could do for us, then maybe you should have just not done this at all, because this is, like, insane. Like, you should have just been like, hey, we couldn't make it work out, the labels were just too greedy, sorry. Or something like that. Get him out. I've never seen that. I really don't know what the hell I can do here. This is incredibly bad. Coach is just running away from the team. It's always a good sign when they run. It's always a bad sign when somebody booms like that. Please spawn after me. Oh, I got the 15 pounds though. And needed sync. Sort of. Sort of. Kind of. Charizard. Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. Go, Charizard. I choose you. It was super effective. How do I not hit the impossible? It's not how it works. I have nothing else to talk about, by the way, so I'm just gonna finish this game, I guess. Or just wait until one team just completely rage quits, which is probably gonna be my team, honestly. That's just how I'm feeling. Nope. Brutal. Coach. No. I'm having more faith in the commons right now than these guys. Including myself. Please rage quit. Like, I just want you guys to rage quit at this point. They're really not gonna rage quit.
Never heard of them. Any good? Hell yeah.
No. I don't understand how I escaped that one. No. It's RNG. Clearly. I've never understood why this level's like this. Like why not just put these guns over there? If you like this is a consistent spawn, so it's like, just why? Like, why do we have to start off this level with bad guns? I don't get that. Fuck!
Bitch, hit me.
Gnome! Let's go, Gnome. I don't know if I've ever got the Gnome achievement that's here. There is one, isn't there? Probably is. Knowing Valve, probably it. Because they think this little gnome thing is so hilarious. Incredible smoke, really. Just the pro players, they don't know what's coming. Where's the gnome? Gnome? There he is. They spat on the gnome. They know what's up. Would anyone like to give me pills? Anyone? Would you like to look behind you? Alright. Gnome will be safe over there, and we'll get him on the way back. Finally! No! It's hard to tell if you're hitting too early or too late, because it basically looks the same either way. Yeah, that's why you don't just casually go up there. Ah, the reverse roof charge. That's a play. Oh my god, can you guys use a gun? Use a gun. A gun. A gun. Jeez. Are you, what is the holdup? Come on, it's just a ladder. Oh my god. Please. They're so bad. Please rage. No rage quits. What? Oh. They can't tell because they're blind. Well, apparently they do have ears. So that's a factor. But that was pretty good. Okay, this time, let's not walk into fire, people. And you're walking into fire again. Oh, shoot the boomer. I'll be sure to remember that. One of them rage quit. Yeah, that's not. Are you telling me that these guys are somehow worse? I'm not inclined to believe that. I should not go in here alone. Ellis, you're my new favorite person on this team, then. Now, remember, folks, this is where the tank is. No. What an insane spit! That like I have to show this to the pros. Like that's just so insane that you would spit on that. It's like just so. I can't believe that. I can't believe I did that. Oh yeah, there's supposed to be like water here or something. Rip. Oh, no, no, no. They hit him with fire bullets. Okay, that's why. Fire bullets are, like, useless against a tank. Like, you would think that they'd be good, but they're really not. Tank dead? We beat that tank, so that's good. Maybe I was wrong about you guys. Maybe we can learn to love. Or something, and something, something. Wow, that was a lot of mistakes being made there. And you are way too late to be useful. Oh, I thought that Colin was Nick. Oops. When did these guys become bad? There's a charger coming. Because there always is. I've never actually seen that spot. I've never seen anybody pull to that side. That's interesting. Imagine if there was another charger. Oh boy. They're leaving me behind. Or at least one is. Thanks. We're really doing our team a service here. Okay, well, understandably, I am not going to try to walk through that. Hope my teammates understand. Because sometimes they don't understand. Sometimes people in this game really are just so dumb that they don't understand why you would not want to walk through Spit on like 20 health. Yeah. It turns out that you walk slower when you're on low health. Thank you, team. And we didn't even make up. At the very least, I will compliment these guys on understanding that this is still a winnable game, I guess. The bar is pretty low. Yeah, no. You're gonna last like 2 seconds. No, more like half a second, really. All the what? All of them. I aimed at all of them, and it was a huh? Huh? Why would you think it was good to spit there? It's just no. 2 kids down. Fuck. Yo. Oh. Showing off your little quad booms there? Haha. Imagine. Oh no. Oh no. It's over. It's over. There is potential to catch up. Yeah, you use the adrenaline, and then what? We're not going to check this out. It's a perfectly good pipe bomb, perfectly good melee weapon. And my team just wanted to leave that behind. Such a bad charge, like that was never going to do anything.
Hunter!
Did you think I didn't see him?
Reloading!
Did anybody... Oh.
Oh, Lord, no! They owe me!
Is it really that hard to just, like, wait half a second to, like, look at where your teammates are? Thankfully, I'm the only good person here. Well, they don't have a smoker, and they probably don't have a charger. Could be a jockey. Who am I kidding? They're not gonna... They don't understand. Yeah.
Give me a minute. Gotta heal.
Okay. And you started the event. Like, why would you start it while I'm healing? This is why you don't start events while people are, you know, doing other things. This is why you wait for people to be ready.
Thanks, Nick. You alright? Pipe bomb out! Hold up. Healing.
Wanted to use that pipe bomb for this section, but you guys forced me to use that because you wouldn't cover me from getting boomed. And Ellis is not helping us at all. Can you deal with a boomer alone? Yes. Please. There's no closed door. How did... We lost that because of you, Ellis. Wow, that was almost really embarrassing. These guys are just shooting and hoping for the best. One of them's already yellow. Crazy. Now he's orange. That's a get down. Yay. Nice. Another one's yellow. How are you? Nice. Okay, this could be it.
You know I'd never leave you down here. Let me help you.
I clearly wanted to go for Alice. Come on. That smoker auto aim is a bit screwy. Yeah, this is looking like it's gonna be it. Oh. That means we're gonna have to do pretty good if we want to, only a triple? Okay. We're gonna have to full send this. Goodbye.
Everybody ready?
No. Oh boy. It's a Half-Life fan. You know what they say about Half-Life fans? They're stupid. I'm joking. I'm just saying that I'm stupid. I saw something. Sorry.
I hear a charger.
Okay. Oh, 2 is coming. Not a good place to do that. Oh. Well, folks. I believe we're going to be cutting this very close. Oh! You can't tell, but I am very happy.